Yeah. I might as well start the episode off with a death. Because, of course, I go to check something and I freaking die. Because I fell too many times. Love it. And now I don't have protective equipment. I am doomed. I have to go near radiation. I am doomed. I am absolutely doomed. This is not good. Not good at all. Oh boy. Okay, so let's hope I can stay far enough away from the radiation. I also have to get up there. Oh goodness. Here we go. Yeah, I was trying to check how much stuff I had up there. How much uranium fuel rods, and I just fell to my death. Because of course. You know, just of course. Alright, let's go check it out. Watch me go over there and get radioactive and die immediately because it's full of radiation. Just watch. But I have to go around because the hitbox is crazy large. And then I have to go find my death crate over here. Oh, it was under there. That's not good. Okay, let's go over here. It should be over here. There you are. Whoops, that's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay, I'm good. No, what I wanted to do was check on... What the hell? I wanted to check on this. And that is filling up quite nicely. We have 111 so far, and it's filling up. And we're going to get more and more and more, and the whole place is going to get super radioactive, because that's just how it is. But anyways, in the last episode, I talked about what we're going to do in this episode. And that is this setup right here. We're doing sulfuric acid, and we're doing non-fissile uranium, so we can handle the uranium waste, and we'll be able to refine this into plutonium eventually. And I did explain a little bit in the last episode that we're going to be taking a sulfur and water mix to make sulfuric acid, 1-to-1 ratio, and if you see this, we're taking 15 sulfuric acid per minute to make 15 water. So once we have an initial supply of water, we don't need to supply it with any more water because everything coming out of here will be enough to supply everything going into here. So here's the reality. We need 1008 sulfuric acid per minute, and if we divide that by 50, we need 20.16 refineries. So that kind of stinks. But we can also apply the same logic here. So if we are doing 1008 divided by 15, we need 67.2 blenders of non-fissile uranium. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the sulfuric acid, and I will show you how I'm going to initially set this up, and then what I'm going to do afterwards. I'll show you all that. So let me set up the sulfuric acid. I am going to expand this circular building to be taller. I think that would look a lot cooler if this central building was taller. And I'll be back with you when I have some progress made. Well, I've been going absolutely nuts on the nuclear power plants. I decided I'm not going to use the power shards. I just made a second level. And I've gotten pretty far with them. I've maybe have a few more rows to make. I can't get up there and show you. But yeah, I have maybe like 10 more rows to do and we're good there. Not like I need them right at this moment anyways. I can do that soon. But I added another floor for the sulfuric acid, and I've got my sulfur ready to go. I have also got some water stored up. And so we can set these up in a way. I haven't put lights in here, so I have to use my flashlight. So I set up 6 in a set, so that'll be 300 per pipe, which is exactly what a Mark 1 can do. So this blue set is 600. And then I provided water in here. And we have this buffer here just so we have a little bit of extra. And then when we send these to the blender up on the next floor, we'll just send the byproduct water back into this fluid buffer, and this should never run out of water ever, which would be really awesome. So that's pretty simple. So basically I just set up 20 refineries in a circle, and I actually did set these up really neat and nice because I lined it up with the pillars on the outside. So you can see these actually line up with the pillars. That lines up with the green one. This one lines up with the black one. This one lines up with the green one. So yeah. And we go all the way around. And then this last one here is 50 and 58 because I needed 1008. So I just overclocked this one just a little bit. So what we can do, and we don't have the blenders above set up yet because I'll do that after I get these going. What I can do is I can connect up all of these belts, and that actually somehow doesn't clip. I'm shocked at that. That's awesome. And we can start making some sulfuric acid. It'll shut down after a little bit, which is fine because we got to send this up to the next level. But this line is carrying 600, so that'll cover 12 refineries. So we have it connecting across there. And then we just need to, we have another train station bringing in 300 right here. So this one will connect up to 6 refineries. And that's good to go. And that covers 18 refineries. And then the last belt, I think only has 150 on it, which is exactly what we need. And that is right here. And all we have to do is connect this up, but that doesn't actually work because I actually had to move the belt a little bit, which is completely fine because I can just do that. And that'll cover the last 2. So that's really all there is for sulfuric acid. It's really simple, and the water we're just going to recycle from the blenders above. So if we go up another level here, this might actually show you, oh, there we go. I can show you how many more nuclear power plants I need to go. So it's 1, 2, 3, oh, geez, autosave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was exactly right. 10 more rows. Would you look at that? So I need to put down quite a few of these so we can do a simple conversion here. We're taking 1008 sulfuric acid. We divide it by 15. We need 67.2. And in each set of 300, it is 20 blenders. So the blue set will do 20 blenders. The white set will do 20 blenders. The green set will do 20 blenders. And then we need 7.2 blenders just for this set. So that is pretty simple. And the water that comes back will recycle into the sulfuric acid and everything will be great. I could, in theory, power up these nuclear reactors. The only problem is I cannot sink the non-fissile uranium. So if I do that and I power up the nuclear reactors, I have to be careful not to overflow on the non-fissile uranium. Otherwise, it'll back up my entire system, and we don't want that. But an argument can be made to actually kick on the power because I am consuming about 80,000 megawatts of power, and I have a capacity of 144,000 megawatts. My max consumption currently is 212,000 megawatts of power. So if everything were to be running all at once, we would actually have a problem. But I think we could potentially make it 2 plutonium fuel rods. Like, I think we could be ready to do, what is it? I think it might be in the particle accelerator. Like, when we get to... Oh, that's right, we're doing this recipe here. So when we get to this step, we should be able to do the plutonium fuel rods as well, which I don't remember what that is. Is that the assembler? It is. So we could do this, and we can sink the plutonium fuel rods until we're ready to move on to fixonium fuel rods. So once we're ready to make plutonium, we can, or at least when we get close to it, we can activate these nuclear reactors and give this a nice good test. I might just give this a test anyways, but we'll see what happens. We might not be able to test this for a few episodes, but just know that hopefully my numbers work out perfectly and we don't have to worry about it, so. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up 67.2 blenders. I'll set up 67 blenders and overclock one of them to accommodate. And I'll have all the pipe work figured out. I have to bring in silica and nitric acid from over there. Thankfully, I do have silica, the exact amount of silica that I need for this step. And then the nitric acid I'm going to have to figure out from way over there, because that's going to have to pipe all the way across and over. That might be annoying. And then we also have to pump it up here. Oh boy, that's going to be annoying. And then sulfuric acid we just made below. Uranium waste will be made from there. And we'll be good to go. So let me work on this. There will be another level of this. I'll try to put some lights on here, and then I'll try to finish up all my nuclear reactors to that. It'll be fun. I sit here. I'm telling you it'll be fun, even though it probably won't be fun, but I'm telling you it'll be fun. But you know what? It'll be fine. Be right back. I have gone insane. All the blenders are in place. They're all hooked up. They're all together. I'm tired. This took a lot of effort. A lot of effort. I did connect up the sulfuric acid, so the sulfuric acid is already in place. So whenever we get that going, that'll be totally fine. And then, yeah, this goes all the way around in a circle. There's 60 some, I can't remember. Where am I at? Where am I at? 67.2, so there's 67 blenders in here, which is insane. Absolutely insane. Some of my inputs are over here, so... Wait, no. That's my, so this is my uranium waste input here. So I got 1200 on this line, and it's going to go over here. So just to kind of show you the math here. 1200 divided by 37.5 is 32 blenders. So we got 2 lines of 32. And then the last one hits this one here, which is the little extra. So that's 45. And then it hits these 2. And that's the remaining uranium waste when we get there. I'll show you that in just a little bit, but I do want to put all the inputs in and get this ready and activated and fired and good to go. So that building over there is the nitric acid building. I brought in all the nitric acid that I need. And they are, these 4 pipes are all nitric acid. And I brought them all the way over here. They're full, they're ready to go. So we can connect up these pipes pretty easily. So, this top line here is sulfuric acid. This bottom line here is going to be nitric acid. And so we can just connect these up. This is a little bit claustrophobic. Does that actually work? That works beautifully. I like it. And then here we have the white one there, and then we just got to connect to here. What's in the way? Absolutely nothing. This is perfect. So build that up, and then we should start seeing these getting full of nitric acid. That is exactly what's happening. I like to see that. Now we can follow the red and the green pipe. So the red pipe will come over this way. And this one goes quite a ways around. So yeah, it's a mess. If you haven't seen, it's a mess. And then we'll switch this to curved mode and connect that up under here. That shouldn't, oh, that does collide with something. How about to this one? Does that collide with anything? No, it does not. Look at that. So we'll connect up that red pipe there. We should start seeing some nitric acid. Beautiful. And then we'll go back around so you can kind of see what's going on here. That'll be the green line over here. Yeah, it's crazy, let me tell you. If I missed anything, I'm not going to find out till later, which is going to suck. So then we can grab this pipe here and connect it up there. Beautiful. So that should be all the nitric acid. Nitric acid is on the bottom line. And yeah, we're good to go there. So then this top line here is all the uranium waste. This middle line here is silica. And so I'll grab my silica here. We can connect that up and we can start seeing the silica come in. We're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. All right, now. We only have 3 lines of silica because that's all we have. We only need like 500 silica in each set. So, there's like 567 in each of these. So I can connect that one up. And then the last one is here. So I take this belt and connect it up there. And that takes care of all that. So we should start seeing silica in these. We are. Beautiful. And so when it gets to the end of the line here. So here's the end of the line. It keeps going. And then it merges with this end of the line. And then we come along here. So it's the red line now. And whatever is left over merges with the green line there, and then they go into this system on this side. So this will be the last one to fill up. It's fine, but it takes the remaining silica that is needed. I'm producing just a little bit over exactly what I need. So that is all the steps except for the uranium waste, because we haven't produced any of these yet, which is completely fine. I will tell you, I have been hard at work on this as well. I don't have a way out, so we're going to break through the Grottles method. And yeah, I mean, I think I've already shown this. I brought down every pipe down, and that should be good to go. So I decided I'm going to use power shards for this level. So I got 2 power shards in every single one of these down here. And I have color-coded them, so they're nice and color-coded. I don't know why I have a floating foundation over here. It's fine. it's fine. So, I have been busy working. I'll just give you one example here. None of these are connected to power. I do have them set up, so all I have to do is that when it's ready. But I don't have them connected right now. I have my uranium waste lines right here. So here's one line, here's the other line, and then the last one is way down there. So that comes out here and merges on this one line. There's enough. So when it doesn't tell you how much there is in here, but normally if you have this at 100% speed, you'll be producing 10 uranium waste per minute. And then since we double overclocked it, we have it at 20 uranium waste per minute. So 1200 divided by 20 is 60 of these. There's 6 in a line, so in each set there's 12, and then we can do 5 rows. So we have 5 sets of nuclear power plants coming together, and that's why we have 2 lines. And then the last 6 are on its own line. Definitely didn't need a Mark 6 belt for that, but that's fine. And then the water, which I've already connected, all the water's connected, it's ready to go. Our water's full. This one actually has a uranium fuel rod in it, which is pretty cool. So this one's ready. See, yeah, so here, this one actually will tell us we're producing 20 uranium waste per minute and burning 0.4 uranium fuel rods per minute, so that's pretty cool. Those come in from here, and that's underneath the floor, which I'll show you in just a bit. But we got a whole set of water pipes over here. Look at how crazy these water pipes are. Like, that is insane. Insanity. The water pipes is insanity. Now, if we take a look over here, and then look down this way, holy moly, water pipes. That's a lot of water pipes. Holy moly. But you can see they're color coordinated with the nuclear power plant that they're going to. We have a lot of uranium fuel rods just above us, so that's why we're highly radioactive right now. And it goes all the way down. So if we take a look below, this is what it looks like. Just insanity. This is where all the uranium fuel rods will come in and just kind of get dispersed between all of them, which is completely great. That's awesome. Love that. And yeah, this is all of the water pumps. So each nuclear power plant up there needed 2 of these, double overclocked. So you'll see we combined 2 of them. They're both double overclocked. That took a lot of power shards, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. So that's basically the gist. I put down, what is that? 252 divided by 2. I put down 126 nuclear power plants for this step, and because of that, I have 252 water extractors just for this. Insanity, man. It's insanity, I'm telling you. It's insanity. So, up here, if we go up to this level, I actually have storage of uranium fuel rods. I probably have more than I'll ever need, but I have uranium fuel rods for days. Just for days. Then I have a line here that's ready. I'm still gonna sink my excess for now because I don't really need to backlog this at the moment. And this line goes all the way over here. And it joins up. Well, it will join up here. But I wanted to disperse my storage crates up there first. So what I'm gonna do, and this connects down below to the distributor. So that comes right here, and then that'll distribute to everything. So we can connect that up and make sure that it works. We're going to pull from the storage up above, and we'll make sure everything gets sent through. So let's connect that. I didn't create a belt for this yet, so let's just do that real quick. Won't take very long, I hope. I don't even know where I'm going. It'll be just a little bit beyond this nuclear power plant here. And it should be right around here. Yes. So we'll connect that up. And we'll have all of the fuel rods distribute to the different areas. So we'll see these getting filled up. And then when it's full, I might just sink the remainder and connect this line up so that it's always full. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, this is going to fill up. I'm surprised this... Oh, it is radioactive, but it's not that bad because we're only carrying 50. And then I did want to test out the waste. So I was thinking of just turning on this row here and seeing what happens with the waste and seeing what goes on there. So let's do that since we actually have some fuel rods in these. So let's just test it out. I'm curious. I'm curious how this is gonna go. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. There we go. And that'll do it. So we should start seeing some uranium waste flowing. We are. That's great. So that'll be the uranium waste. Oh, that looks so cool. That looks so epic. Look at that. That looks epic. How are we doing on power, by the way? Eh. And the water's keeping up. We're good there. Alright, so then we come up here and we'll see how this works. Since this is the... Oh, look at the steam coming out of there. That's crazy. It looks like the building's on fire. I like that. And so then this will come up in here. This will be radioactive. This is actually producing non-fissile uranium. Nice. So, the reason why I can't have this running is because I can't sink this non-fissile uranium. This is not a sinkable product. But, yeah, we actually have some now. We probably want to stop before this gets crazy. But these are the only ones that'll run, these three, which is completely fine. I'm going to shut down the nuclear power plants for now because I think we got an idea of what just happened. So, oh man, it's going to be so smoky over here. That's going to be so cool. And I know it's not smoke, it's steam. But yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, we're going to shut this down for now. Because we can't be building up a supply of that non-fissile uranium. We have to get to plutonium before we can do anything. That's the problem. But we can at least let this storage of all of this get full. And then we don't have to worry about it anymore. So I'm going to let all those fill up. And I'll empty out the remaining part of the sink. And we should be good to go from there. That'll be nice. But yeah, you got an idea of how that works. We do have non-fissile uranium ready for the plutonium step, which isn't going to be touched until episode 19. Yeah, we're on episode 13 right now. 19 is when we're going to actually take the product of what we just made here and produce plutonium fuel rods. So that's in the future. I'm surprised these aren't radioactive. How are these not radioactive? Whatever. But yeah, if we left this running, those nuclear power plants would back up, then we'd have a problem. It wouldn't really matter, would it? So when this is fully active, we'll be having 4 different belts. 3 of them at 1,000, 1 of them at 360. And we'll do some good stuff with that. So that is this episode in a nutshell. This was a lot of work, so please leave a like if you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord. I have a Discord you can join. Check the description down below the video. Check it out. And ask questions. I can also send blueprints. I can share my saves with you. Make sure you check it out. But that looks pretty sweet. This world is getting really laggy, so don't mind it. It's gonna be worth it at the end. Maybe. We'll see. But that's a cool building. That's a really cool building. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode where we're gonna be doing... Oh, geez. What are we doing next episode? Oh, we're gonna be adding on to... Wow, that was laggy turning around. Holy moly. We're gonna work on that building over there again. Yeah. We're actually gonna make that one taller. So that's next episode. Because now we're actually gonna take a lot of our iron plates and do stuff with it. And our screws, too. Ooh, yeah, that'll be fun. So next episode, we'll be working on that building over there, making some reinforced iron plates and modular frames. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.